Alright, so sadly Blake and Son had another failed spawn. At this point I have no idea what's wrong, but this spawn actually seemed a lot more viable up until the very end, unfortunately. The eggs actually stayed less fungusy towards the end, so I don't know what happened in the end, but their spawn did fail, unfortunately. But with that said, I'm keeping them in the 10-gallon. Hopefully this weekend I'll be able to go out and get a 20 tall for them. The stand I made right here can support a 20 long. I mean, not 20 long, a 20 tall, just barely though. This whole stand does fit the dimensions, but only barely. So that's a good thing. So I'll be able to hopefully give them a nice bigger tank to be in and whatnot and grow bigger. But yeah. So at this point, like I said, I have no idea why they keep failing, but I'm still keeping them more or less. I did name them, so I really can't get rid of them. The only way I'll get rid of them is if I was going to get them to someone that knows that they're a spawning pair, or I guess was a spawning pair, and is willing to take care of two decent little angelfish. I also want to update on the spawning situation in my 10-gallon right here with my Betta. As you can tell, there are some viables. I got a few baby Bettas in here, not many though. This is actually a relatively small spawn, so it's going to be really hard for me to properly keep these guys alive. I'm hoping to keep them alive, but I don't know. But since it's a small spawn, I don't know what will happen. Also, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's like a little black line right here. That's due to the way the LEDs work. Basically, the LED's refresh rate, the LED refresh rate is hitting the refresh rate of the camera, and it's causing that little black line. I'm pretty sure there's like a YouTube video out there that can go more in detail about why that happens, but for me, this is more of a fish related stuff, so I'm not going to really get into something that's technical, unless it's about fish, of course. So yeah, I got some little baby Bettas to take care of from this guy, which is nice. And this is why I'm keeping my angelfish in the 10-gallon. As you can tell, I got my big guy in this little container. I'm currently acclimating him before I release. Well, actually, I'm going to be keeping him in there for quite a few hours. That way so these two can get used to each other. That way so they don't go and attack each other basically outright. So yeah, I got my big guy in here. I'm going to try and spawn them. I'm going to try and spawn my male with my $20 special female. And of course I have the spawning disc as far away from my bed as I can because, well, I mean, I sleep right here, so I get to wake up to looking at either a big beautiful flower horn or my angelfish when I have my angelfish in here. So yeah. I think the female is also ready to spawn because she is very chubby and her tube is down. So hopefully when I actually do introduce them to the tank, introduce the male and whatnot, there won't be too much fighting, if fighting at all. I got lucky the first time around with the small one, with the small female. I don't know how this one will go though. And of course, here is my 5.5 out in my living room. And if I zoom in and then the camera focuses properly, which would be a nice little thing, I got a bunch of little eggs. Definitely a lot more than the amount of eggs I had in the 10-gallon I just showed. So he's doing his fatherly duty and taking care of Lord only knows how many eggs. I actually swapped the female that he was originally spawning with my original female, which is right here. So I have no idea what type of little fry I'm gonna get in the end with this spawn, but it'll be pretty interesting more or less. And the 30-gallon tank, this is more or less that's all the size. This is the original little $12 female I got from Petco, I believe. Not Petco, but where did I get this one from? Oh yeah, I got this one from Pet Supplies Plus. So yeah, the tank looks kind of bare to say the least. I think that's it for now.